Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Please write it down. This is rayswebinar.com, the voice of credit. Been doing this for 43 years, and I can turn anybody into a millionaire, but it's going to be in a corporate structure. Anybody who wants to get $1 million paycheck, sorry to say, it's kind of silly. You see, you get to keep $375, the rest goes to the IRS. But if you did it to a corporation, you get to bring all the money in, pay the bills, and pay tax on the leftover. That's the way to play the game. Now, by the way, you're not allowed to take recording, pictures, or anything else. You got to get a tablet and pen, write everything down. You see, the ability is to have the ability to go get it. Most people have this thing called procrastination. Me, I didn't have a choice as a kid. I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I had to eat, so I had to figure a solution for me. Please write down corporation's a legal person. I learned that at 7.5, went to the library almost every day till 9.5. At 9.5, I sent away for Helping Hand Industries. Check it out in Secretary of State of California. I started at 9.5 and brought $100,000 in. Million at 14, double billion at 26, and retired. Been helping people ever since. Maybe today I can get you to pay attention. It's like when I wrote Winning the Game of Business years ago. See, to me it's a game. You got to learn to play, but you got to learn to win. Now, here's my life in 2009. Got everything I want, helping people. There's my yacht, my helicopter, my Lamborghini, my mansions too. Everything I touch turns to gold. Next day I get to die. It kind of sucks. You see, we got pandemic 19 right now. Actually, pandemic 9 killed me. Someone came on my yacht with swine flu pneumonia, and I got to die the next day. I thought I was in a dream. I heard the doctor say he's not going to make it, he's going to die. Then I heard my wife scream her head off, and I heard my tax attorney trick her to sign a POA. All right, what one hell of a day. You know what I asked God to do? Let me go back, take care of my family, please. He answered my prayer. Bottom line is I can help you like he helped me. All right, got another PhD to have fun with that too. So let's think about it. If you gave me 90 days, 90 working days from today, after I order your credit reports and get the reports numbers too, I can rebuild your credit, put you on track. Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. Today's the first of the month. We just started the second quarter, by the way. Saturday, you ought to spend the whole day with me online. We can have fun. Now, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. Kind of fun. I got to train him, and he was security chief at TW and Asperian. I had to get him to listen too. He was kind of stubborn, kind of like some of a couple of you. You see, what I want you to do is write down Credit Services Act. Write it down, please. You see, when you Google the Credit Services Act today, it'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll tell you right on the front page, credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. Next, it's going to refer you to the Credit Repair Organization Act. It says attorneys can't do credit repair. So what are you supposed to do now? Well, by the way, your credit doesn't need to be repaired. It's not broken. You have to rebuild it. You have to know the rules and the tools how to do that too. That's why I've been doing educational classes for 43 years. You see, that's the information from Federal Trade Commission today. Hope you wrote it down. NACB, you know what? They said I'm the #1 consultant worldwide of personal and business credit. Ultimate goal, here's a check I used to write Ken Yarborough every week. See, I made him a president of one of my companies back then too. I want you to start with you. Pull out your Social Security card, please. Come on, ladies, it's in your purse next to your feet. Gentlemen, it's in your back pocket. Pull it out. Let's read the card this time. Let's pay attention. You got an SSN. Do you know why you got the SSN? All right, did you even ask the question why? Or did you just follow along like a bunch of sheep? You see, what you got is an SSN for one reason. Get the job to get a 1040 tax return. That way they can tax your income the rest of your life too. Understand today, when you read that card, it says do not laminate. Do not use for ID purposes. But you wrote it on an application. You allow the creditors to use you and abuse you too because you started your credit report. Congratulations on you. By the way, read it. It says not even yours. It says property association administration, not you. Ultimate goal, the creditors use and abuse it too. because you allowed him because you started your report. Now let's talk about that boost we see John on the commercial with the cow that's purple going moo. By the way, I don't know if you know this about this, but Aspirian, they moved out of the country decades ago, and they've been indicted hundreds of times. They've basically been hacked too. If you register for their little boost for 16 points, it's good. Not really, by the way. You see, you have to register your bank account, and when they get hacked again, they get to hack you. Good luck with that if you decide to do that today. All right, I wouldn't do it, but that's up to you. An 820 score, there's a way to do this correctly. I might ask you to do two things in my workshops. All you got to do is follow through. When I order the credit reports for you today, when they come back, I need the report numbers too. From that day, it's usually about 90 working days we can get you done. We'll push you up a score too. We're going to put you in my rapid refresh. You see, I'm going to push your score up minimum of 40 points guaranteed or your money back. Usually an average is 200 points. Now this is Credit Karma because we know it's free. They have no phone number to talk to anyway. And they got indicted for lying just a little bit because they're part of TransUnion too. They had this lady, she had a 500 score. That's not too good. But you know what I did in 45 working days? Look, she got 157 points in both reports. By the way, 211 points, but I was done in 90 working days. That's an 820. Would you like one of those today? All I know is this. I've done $3.6 billion for my clients. I got 17 million clients with $1 million corporations, 16 billionaires too, and you could be next if you want to be. Usually takes 180 days. The reality is what I like to do is expedite things because I'm impatient as you can be. You see, guess what? We do Zelle, direct deposit, or wire. And we bank at Chase Bank, by the way. So guess what happens if you basically Zelle, deposit, or wire today? We're going to expedite the you-know-what out of you. We're going to push you up because you know what happens when I pop credit for you? I get a fee too. It's kind of fun. Now, understand your paycheck today. It's taxed before you get the leftover. Goody for you. Did you know corporations only pay tax on the leftover after they pay their bills? Let's use Amazon as an example. They brought in $10 billion. They didn't want to pay tax, so they made sure their debt equaled the same amount. You see, they paid zero tax on $10 billion. Hell, you pay more tax than they do because you don't know how to play. Aren't you happy for you? It's a choice. Now, as an affiliate for 35 years, I'm allowed to build credit under an SSN or SS4. I like to do both, by the way. Look at the dashboard. I get to basically register you. So let's think about something today. I want you to plan the problem. If I was on the phone with you right now and I asked you flat out what happened to you, and I listened to your little sad story to play, you'd probably tell me your friend, your family, somebody got in your way and took it away from you too. Bottom line is you're going to learn how to play today. I want you to write down safety credit. Here's $100,000 of credit, $50,000 a piece. Here's the problem with most of you, probably all of you. You got your SSN, you got some credit, you thought it was free money, hell, you jacked it up, got stuck, couldn't get any more. See, the problem is no one's telling you the rules and the tools. The bottom line is this, on every card you got in your personal wallet today, I expect you to put a sticky on there, please. I give my clients assignments and I tell them what to do. It's kind of fun for me. It'll be fun for you too. On the back of that card, that sticky, I want you to put the limit. I want you to put 25 to 29%. The moment you jacked up your card past 29%, plop. You drop your score, can't get any more. You see, the problem is you're using the wrong money in the first place to run your life and business too. All right, you keep bringing the damn pain home. How's it feel? Kind of sucks. Now, let's look at the line of defense today. Drive in your city, I don't care what city it is, you'll find 3 Wells Fargo, 3 B of A's, 3 Chase Banks that have bankrupt their locations. You'll find 2 open. How did they play that game? They've been closing locations for years. See, they know how to play, but not you. Don't forget those stickies and those cards today. You got to get to the discipline today and never bring that pain home ever again. Ultimate goal, find the grocery store and the bank today. You're going to tell you and find out I'm telling you the truth. You see, I know we all got a sad story to tell. We're going to play a little violin. Heck, I was born in a damn taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She wanted a girl. She got me. She gave me a girl's name and raised my middle name, by the way. Then she threw me away like a piece of trash. I've been pissed off since the day I was born, though I always wanted to make sure I proved her wrong. That's why I brought in $2 billion at 26. How am I doing so far? Can you write down getting past go today, please? Let's understand something. I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. I got to be with Mrs. Hope. Oh, goody, she got her weekly, monthly checks. But you know what she did besides using and abusing me too? She dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier when I was 3 at 6:30 in the morning. Says, I'll be back here at 5 o'clock to pick you up. If you're not there, I'll leave you there to die. She was a she-devil from hell. I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it sucked. The reality is this, you know what I did? God gave me an IQ off the chart with total recall. I could write with both hands and talk at the same time. And you know what I did? I got my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half. What'd you get? All right, then I got my Lamborghini collection too. I got my Duffys, my 6 mansions. Kind of fun. I even broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet today in 1981 to prove white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. So the bottom line today, I park my race boat in my backyard. Where you park yours? Helicopter? Yacht? Don't forget about the Ferraris too. My question flat out to you is, why haven't you done this? Why didn't you create your own blueprint like I did? I know you're looking for the rules, the instruction, and the manual. That's why you're watching me today. Hell, if I can do it, you can do it too. Let's go get it, okay? Let's knock off the crap today, and let's use Ray's rules. Because if you do exactly what I tell you to do, you'll be $1 million corporation this year. You see, I want you to understand, say this 3 times a day. Say, see it, believe it, go get it. That's all you're going to have to do. See it, believe it, go get it. Ultimate goal is like the people I'm trying to help today. Today's the first. All right, I have to raise the balance of $8,300 today for 6 families. I'm trying to make sure they don't get evicted too. So the bottom line is, you can help me, I can help them. And guess what we get to do? We get to help everybody around. Discounts are great today. So let's understand something flat out, what we get to do. Anything about extra cash credit today is only during the webinar. Sales is not here today, but one person because they wanted to stay home today. Bottom line is, I got specialty classes too. On Saturday, first thing in the morning at 7 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, I got goal setting for 2 hours. And then I've got basically a stock kit class in the afternoon. You see, we got to teach you how to play. I've got 7 specialty classes in rotation, by the way. So goal setting. Do you really want to get your goals? Have you any idea? When I'm done with you today, you're going to hear things you've never heard before. Ultimate goal, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you buy, listen carefully, the stock kit class, it's at 2:30 in the afternoon. And by the way, the stock kit is what's called the Bible of your corporation, by the way. So what do we get to do? It's at 2:30 in the afternoon. You get $5,000 of cash credit as an extra bonus today. Because if I can motivate you to zow, I get to help those 6 families today. Now me, I like to pull stunts all the time. Why? It was fun when I built $1 million for my cat. Meow. Guess what? It was fun. Even getting written up in Inc. magazine to use plastic to finance your business. Isn't that fun? If I can build my cat credit, can I build it for you? I bet you I can. Now, here's the problem with most people, probably all of you. You lose your job, you got an emergency, you do the same thing. You run out of time, you run out of money, and you jack up your credit in 42 days. I don't get that. Why are you using the wrong money in the first place? What's wrong with you? Are these turned on today? I pray that they are. See, building your millions, you got to realize I need to repackage your life, your house, your car, and your bank account. Because you're doing it wrong anyway. Sorry to say. Don't be offended when I tell you the truth. Because I'll prove it right out, flat out. Now, I've been in 2 comas my life so far. Kind of sucks. But that's okay. I believe in God and I believe in me. When those grown-ups told me when I was a little boy, money for a rainy day, I asked them to explain that to me too. And I'm sorry to say, all they went is blah, blah, blah. They have no idea what the hell they're talking about. So today, all right, in your life, does it rain or does it pour? My life, it always pours some more. So let's think about you. Let's pretend right now you need $5,000. You need it now. You ask your friends, you ask your family, is the bank hell? They all say no. What happened to you? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Why don't you have a safety credit card in your hand like I do? Or one on the screen? You see, you backed yourself in a friggin' corner because no one taught you the rules and the tools, and you didn't ask. I'm sorry, you walked along like a bunch of sheep. Bah! We're not going to be sheep anymore. We're going to go get it today. You ready to play? But I'll make sure you get basically past go. $5,000 card. Can you imagine today? All right, you don't have a safety credit card in your pocket or your wallet too. If I had to jack up this card today and play catch up, not fall down, the payment's $50 a month. I'll bet you waste that every other day. Now remember what they say. Statistically say you waste $140 a week. $140 a week, that's $600 a month. If I max out one of these cards today, the payment is $612.26. For what the average person wastes, I think I'm going to sell common sense in a damn bottle of water. It makes no sense. Do you know what I can do for $50,000?
Hi, Shelly.
I can get two pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through. All right, and turn it into $1 million+. Stop wasting money and stop doing it the way you do it, because if you did it right, you wouldn't be watching me. Don't bring that damn pain home ever again. Now, sometimes I piss people off, and I hope I piss you off today. I want to get you to the $1 million dream. I want to tell you the truth, too. You better plan the problem. Who knocked you down the last time? Did you get in your own way? Was it a friend or family member, too? Safety credit. Line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. You better put those stickies on that card. We get into the open forum again with thousands of people in the room. Guess what? I'm going to ask to look at your card. If I don't see the stickies, I ask you to leave. All right, this is basically real time. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty you used to be. You better be ready to fight for what you want today. I've been fighting since the day I was born. Don't you bring that pain home ever again. Now let's understand something today. I believe in you because you're here. You're looking for the blueprint, the rules, and the tools, and the blueprint for you. Now understand, for me, I believe in God. I believe in me too. When I broke the world record for the highest damn kick on the planet in 1981, I was kicking the basketball hoop too. You see, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. Don't you believe the dummies around you? See it, believe it, go get it. God gave you a gift and a dream. Now get out of my way while I rebuild you. I want to take your SSN and teach you how to play with it right. Your SSN is for one reason. You got a job. You got a 1040 tax return so they can track your income the rest of your life and tax you some more. Hell, it's the IRS's public record. Check it out. You didn't ask the questions. Why? Why didn't you ask those questions? The SSN? Yeah, you put it on a credit application. Goody for you. You got your Spirit and you turned you in an Equifax. The moment you jacked up these cards past 29%, plop. See, no one's going to tell you the truth because they want to make money off you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth. Then I'm going to go get you the $1 million dream and get yourself out of your own way because you're the one who's slowing yourself down today. You got a choice, understand. The other reason we got an SSN, because we are the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they haven't stopped printing money 24/7. So write down Ray's rules again. This time write down $100,000. Can you imagine? All right, if you had $100,000 of credit, all right, and you used 29%, that would have gave you $71,000 of safety credit. Just in case blank hit the fan, lost your damn job, or there's a damn pandemic. You could feed your family up to 2 years if you had to. But what do most of you do? Probably all of you. You take the money and credit from the family and go, wee! Let's hurt the family some more. Write down never to bring the pain home and circle it 10 times. Stop using the wrong money in the first place. You got to want it bad enough to go get it. All right, I'm talking about this year, get you to the $1 million. The only thing in your way will be you. Now write down Ray's rules. I've been in 2 damn comas in my life. It kind of sucks. At 5.5, I got this thing in my brain I can clone. I can watch what you do and do it better than you in about 5 minutes, by the way. So what did I do when I was 5.5? I watched the kids ride their bicycle. Whee! And you know what? I didn't have a mommy and a daddy to teach me how to do that too. So what I got to do is I rode and borrowed a bicycle. I'm having fun. It's working pretty good. Instantly I could ride a bike. You know what happened? I should have watched for 2 more minutes. I kind of screwed up that day. You see, I should have realized the pedal was the brake. I didn't know that, so I went down that big damn hill in Redondo Beach, a big sucker that's famous, and I got to stop the bike with my face. Kind of sucks. I was in a coma. Lady came over and I finally woke up. Ring the bell if you gotta go pee-pee. You're paralyzed. You're never gonna walk again. I rang that damn bell so hard that day. All right, my hand was freaking numb. I got on my belly and I crawled to the and told it. I went pee-pee again. You see, you got to understand something. All right, I believe what God says, not what that dumb lady said or what the doctor too. I got my ass up again. And guess what? There I am in another damn coma. Worth billions of dollars. Just another test of faith and persistence that God put me through. I got to hear I'm going to die. I get to hear my wife cry her eyes out. I get to hear my tax attorney, that SOB, he tricked my wife to sign a POA. That's called a power of attorney, by the way. I asked God, please let me go back. My family needs me. He answered that prayer that day. Now show me your yacht, your race boat, your UDOC, your address too. I'm from Show Me State. I'm so tired of people going blah, blah, blah. It's like that motivational speaker with a stupid hat. He didn't have a pot to piss in until he went blah, blah, blah to you, and you threw your money at him too. Motivation's great, but it only lasts a day or two. You need the real rules and tools, even if you come out of a coma like I did. You see, you got to understand something flat out. I got to finally come out of that coma. You know what? I walked around for 5 weeks with a damn oxygen tank, like I'm 150 years old. I had to put my score back to an 820. I put the tank under my arm like a damn football. See, I didn't have anybody to call and say, help me, please. My wife, my children needed to eat. I'm just lucky I was smart enough to put my 5 closet divisions. Write down 5 closet divisions. It's a backup for a backup. By the way, the following week I popped a $1 million card again. I don't stay down. Neither do you if you play with me. We're going to play seriously today. You don't get a do-over. You get to live or die. I'd tell you wear a mask, and half of you'd argue about that too. That's up to you. All I know today is it takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one you going to pick? You got a choice today. You know, when I was 2.5 years old, crying my eyes out on the floor, and there was a mirror. You know what's happened to me since I was 2.5? I wake up every day at 2:25. I've never slept in a day in my life. My body just pops me out of bed. I went to my knees this morning and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I went and looked in the mirror. I want you to write this down as an assignment. I want you to write down a raised mirror test. I want you to go stare in the mirror today for 2 minutes. Make a commitment to do this. Don't just think it's hype or whatever. Stare in the mirror, 2 minutes. Nobody's around. Ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? The answer is no. Is there more to be done? Yes. Do you know what needs to be done? I'm sorry to say you don't. You don't have the blueprint of the rules and the tools you've been looking for all your life. If you did, hell, you wouldn't be looking at me. The bottom line is what you did today. You got up past 4:30 in the morning. You don't want it bad enough. The biggest problem I've seen in 43 years of my workshops with millions and millions of people, they tell me the same thing. They got an idea. They try to explain it to their friends and family, and they got interrupted. And they say, you got to do it this way. You ever notice everybody interrupts what you're trying to tell them? You're looking for them to encourage you. Instead, they tear you down instead. Do yourself a favor. Shut up. Shh. For 90 days. Don't let anybody cloud your direction. I don't get it. I had to fight to get out of hell. But I brought in my first $1 million at 14. All right? I want to make sure I go bring the next 10 billion in too. You got a choice today. Let's go get the money. You want to get the money too? You see, money from me, I don't have to steal and beg off the pier. I can feed my family. I can help you. I've had a paycheck for 22 years. How am I doing so far? You see, you're going to go back to the job you hate. That's okay. They're going to fire you eventually anyway. And you're going to go deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? You see, it's not mine. We're getting older, slower. We're not as pert as we used to be. Remember, today, life is not fair. Never has been. It's pain, worry, and hurt. God's always testing our faith and our persistence. And today, He put you here with me. You ready to play? Now, I need you to think about writing what I'm about to say down. Because when I was a little boy being bounced around like a pizza, they called me that too. It wasn't very nice. I wrote down I'm important. I had to convince myself. I'm going to drive a corporate car. I did that too. I'm going to be a millionaire under a corporate structure. I did that at 14 and a half. How am I doing so far? I want to show the world who the hell I am. You got a choice today. See, I got to do one thing for me. I got to do my best today, even though I feel like I'm suffering and suffocating, that I want to get out there and scream into an audience again. I'm going to do my best while God does the rest. It's all I've got. It's my faith and persistence. So the bottom line today, maybe you could help me. Who knows? Maybe you know somebody that can help me go worldwide. Kind of fun. You see, I want to make sure everybody knows the rules and the tools you're going to learn today. Okay? Oprah broke my heart because she promised me, but she didn't put me on the last show as she said she would. Oh well. So today we're going to see it, believe it, go get it too. Did you write it down for you? Now remember, we like Zelle for a reason. I expedite everything for you. Now here's my books and CDs. Here's your blueprint you've been missing all along. How about level 1 to set up the corporation? Oh, you got one? I'll guarantee if some of you have a corporation, you're not doing a damn thing with it. You don't know what you're going to do. You don't have the money. You don't have the rules and the tools you're going to get today. You need book 1. By the way, you need foundation forms. All right, stock it. That's the Bible of the corporation. That gives you the permission to do things on the behalf of the corporation because it's a legal person. A resolution is a permission slip. Goal setting, I got one of those on Saturday at 7 a.m. This is step-by-step blueprint for you, by the way. Guess what? Level 2, we got to protect your ass. If not, someone's going to take it away. Don't you see those nasty attorneys on TV every day? I call them bloodsuckers. Overview. How about we set up the cash credit reports the right way? Applications. Manage multiple corporations too. Step by step for you. Reaching the finish line. But we got to get a nonprofit. Offset the taxes even more too. You got the ability to change your life if you want to. Now, I'm sorry to say you probably spent thousands on crap. It's time you reinvest in yourself today. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, 3 years old to 10 years old. Every Wednesday night she had a damn poker game. I stood outside my bedroom, which actually is the pantry next to the garage. You know what they said at that damn poker game? They said a corporation's a legal person. Write it down. I couldn't sleep all night. I thought I heard my way out of hell if I could figure it out. I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. You see, there was a library next door. I went in and said, "Ma'am, can you help me, please?" She said, "Hey, you're just a little boy." I wanted to smack her, but I didn't. "No, ma'am, can I please know how to look this up?" She says, "Here's a Machiavelli's book." Thought it was a Mayberry. I'm reading at 2 years old. I'm writing with both hands and talking at the same damn time. All right, got an IQ at the friggin' chart. They can't handle that too. I wanted to know how to go get it. I read the damn book that day and I got pissed off. Can you imagine there's no book that give you the idiot step-by-step way to play the game? I wrote the idiot book too, because every time I do something, I feel stupid till I master the rules. So guess what I got to do? Those 12 books and CDs are for you. You see, I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. lying around that hotel to get hold of me. I used to charge them $20,000 a pop for my book CDs and my classes too. You see, I had $841 million in real estate under the corporate structure, by the way. I wrote buckets of money, tax balancing, how to beat the bank too. We get to play. You want to play today? The office sells us, listen carefully, for $999 today. But you're on a live webinar with me. Let's understand, I will never, ever, ever, unless I got a flat tire, ever do a pre-recorded webinar. Because I think that's BS. So when I broadcast up to 5 times a day, Monday through Friday and Saturday, 9 classes too, it's always live for you. Okay? I don't like pre-recorded crap. It's like when you go to the motivational speaker, blah, blah, blah. Does he or she hold your hand? Or does basically it runs out in a day or two? I want to get you the money. I want you to get the rules too. It's about time you step up to the plate. By the way, I always give you half price for the books and CDs if you sell it during my webinar. If you wait till after that, oh well, you kind of missed it. If you did it today, I'm going to build you another $5,000 of cash credit for you or your corporation. Will that motivate you too? If it doesn't, oh well, you kind of blew it. Because those sales team, I pay them a base and I pay them a commission too. Hell, if I'm going to discount and let you get away with me paying them a commission, are you crazy? Take a picture of this page. That is the Zelle. That is the Chase Bank account. Faster you Zelle, the faster I can ship the product to you. Remember, I got to rebuild your credit my way. I got to add history. I got 10 million of that too. I got to do a rapid rescore. Now, if you have a corporation and you're going, blah, 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 let me help you build you too. Get your butt to the workshop to know how to really do it the right way. By the way, if you don't have one, would you like to try one too? I've been handing articles, also tax ID for free for 43 years. Don't forget, on the back of your card, what do I expect to see? A sticky. Limit 25 to 29%. I want you to know the rules and the tools so you don't jack it up again. You have to be a qualified CFO. That's just the truth. It will set you free. So if I build you a corporate credit, and I want to do the divisions too, since I wrote the rules in '86 for you, you're going to have some fun. Real estate, we can do millions. Franchises too. Now, when I was incorporating Rich and Famous People, there's 2019 of them too. I turned this into 84 ways to play. I can turn credit cards into $100 million today. How much would you like? It'll be up to you too. Remember, all right, Amazon, Google, Facebook, all of these people do the same damn thing. Isn't that fun? They make the debt equal to their profits and they pay zero tax. But you, hell, you pay more tax than they do. Don't you feel kind of stupid too? But that's up to you. So here's one of my Lamborghinis at the time before the coma, because that's my favorite car, by the way. And I got my first one at 14 and a half. You know what? I was living at 1074 Redding Avenue in Costa Mesa, not 2626. He was the inventor of Video Palm, or was living in his garage. He said he converted it to a bedroom. That was BS too. Do you know what he did? He brought home the movie called Cannonball Run. He's got 40 kids watching the movie. We're all getting excited. Look at the car. Wow, dude. He stopped the video. He came over to me. He says, you live in my garage. Would you kindly shut up? The kids are going to watch the movie. By the way, you're a piece of shit. That's what he called me in front of those kids.
Yeah.
Now, I could have got up and whipped his ass. I've been in martial arts since I was 4. But you know what I did? I learned something a long time ago. Bite your tongue, shut up. It's like men, if they would just bite their tongue and shut up and not yell to women or say anything bad, because a woman's a tape recorder. So I got a new book coming out called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. Man, maybe you'll learn a thing or two. You know what I did the following week? I went to an auction. I was 14 and a half. And, I bought a Lamborghini. I brought it in front of the house and boom, boom. He came out. He says, whose car is that? It says, mine. You should have saw his face. He almost died in his pants. Now that's how you get revenge. You bite your tongue and go get it. But again, what you do today, you don't drive a company car and ride it all off. Your car's registered to you because you're a duck. Quack, quack, some more. Sorry, it's just the truth. You get your paycheck. Oh, goody, you get taxed. Then you pay your bills. You pay for a car you should not. Then you take that money and credit from the family, roll the dice, go, wee! Let's hurt the family some more. Stop it. Write down tax ID and division. It's about damn time you step up to the plate. Tax ID, division. Write it down. Because today you're using your paycheck to pay payment, gas, registration, insurance. Are you crazy? Can you say the word no as loud as you can right away? Hell, you should be driving a company car like I do. It's up to you. But again, that's up to you too. Now let's look at SS4 times 4. SS4 times what? 4? What's it say in line 10? Credit and banking purposes. Do you not understand? A corporation gets to write off the interest rate in the credit card and the line of credit too. You can't do that to you, so you get to basically feel sorry for yourself and go get it. You got a choice. IRS public record, check it out. When Stockton filed their bankruptcy for the city, because cities are corporation too, largest bankruptcy in U.S. history. Understand something. Just because you brought the pain home or had a bad day, you didn't have to bring the pain home anyway. But what did you do? Here's your life. SSN 1040. You got to get taxed for more. Oh, SS4 times 4? By the way, what do we get to do? We get to play the game and get another try too. I want you to understand something today. IRS public record. Ultimate goal is pretty well up to you. Please draw the 4 boxes, please. Let's understand something. If you would have did this right out of high school, and you had a corporation, a corporate umbrella, and 3 divisions, ultimate goal is pretty simple. SS4. Look up bankruptcy today on Google. It's free. You see, if you look up SS4, SSN, and bankruptcy, it'll say you can file a bankruptcy SSN. You got 1, you're a duck, or SS4. How many SS4 can we have based on the divisions and subsidiaries too? Let's set up the line of defense. If something gets screwed up on a piece, you know what we're going to do? Keep the other pieces. Never bring the pain home ever again. Ultimate goal, please understand. A division is the opportunity to try. As long as you're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. A division is the ability to try. You don't have to bring the pain home ever again. And you get to write off the credit too. How much would you like today? Every corporation should have credit, but it should be a management company managing the divisions. It should be a bucket of money, a piece of property, or a franchise too. Ultimate goal, you get to repackage you. All right, remember, debt follows tax ID. So what do we get to do? My question for every one of you, what are you willing to lose? What are you willing to lose? You see, you've been hurting your family. Sorry, it's just the truth. You've been bringing the pain home. You willing to lose the family, hurt it some more? Or are you willing to basically the corporation? Or would you rather do the division? All I know is life is difficult and business is a game that you got to play, and it has to be flat out for you, the truth. If anything gets screwed up, make sure it's a division and not your family or the corporation anymore. You got the ability to what? Never bring the pain home ever again. Remember, when you play that game, I want you to what? Win. That's what you get to do. Corporations can do divisions across or subdivisions too. Why? Because I wrote the rules in '86 for you. We can take a corporate credit card and turn it to cash flow free per time. This card here, I'll take out $50,000 for the fun of it, and we'll play. See, in my book called Buckets of Money, you got a $4.6 million matrix. It creates a cash flow of $190,000 a month. Is that okay with you? You see, what we get to do is do the SS4. I'm allowed to register and get you a bank account and all the goodies too. I can get you a Sperry and TransUnion and Equifax. I'd rather have you do that versus hurt your family anymore. Remember, you get to write off that credit and interest rate too. Ultimate goal, let me set up your line of defense, please. You see, what happens is each piece of property should have a division because they're cheap. We can do one for franchises too. Ultimate goal, current business. If you allow me to, I'll get you up to $100,000 to $1 million card too. Ultimate goal is for you. On the other side, I'd like to get you $100,000 of personal credit. But please, please, never use it and abuse it again. The rules are very simple. Don't go past 29%. Never hurt your family. Never bring the pain home again. Raise rules. SSN, we got 1. That's all we get. We're a bunch of ducks. S is 4 times 4. What did it say on line 10 again? Well, it's right in front of you. It says banking and credit purposes. So corporate credit, if you allow me to build it for you, you get to write the card at interest rate too. The ultimate goal, you can look it up yourself or look in front of you, IRS public record. Now, your personal card, you can't write off the interest rate of the card at all. The corporate card, we get to do all that, write off the interest rate and the card too. So let's use the right money to play the game, please. It's like Mr. Wilson, Dr. Wilson here. He faxed us in the other day. You see, he said he was so smart when I first met him. All right, but the reality is he's smart what he does, and I'm smart what I do. He said after fighting with Ray Reynolds and being wrong, he finally listened to Ray. Now he's got 3 businesses doing $3 million apiece per year. You see, today I'd like to rebuild your credit. I'd like to do a rapid rescore too. I'd like to hand you a $1,000 credit card, cash. I always want to give you between 2 to 10 times money back to you. You see, what I want to do is take away your excuses. We've all been screwed over by people too. So if you can get a $1,000 card back to you, and if you want articles also tax ID for free, I'll give it to you. If you don't want it, it's okay too. Set up in level 1 classes for 90 days or Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. That's free if you want it. By the way, I give you half price on the webinar with me because I'm not paying commission to myself or get a paycheck too. So it's $4.99. The office normally sells it for $9.98. That's what you got to do. Now, if you want to start basically and get to the next step, it's called Starter Package for Millionaire. You still get the same goodies, but this comes with $10,000 of credit. They normally charge it about $2,000, but $10,000 of credit, we can daisy chain that too. All right. By the way, I always want to give you half price again on the webinar. It's $9.99 to you. Millionaire in the making, same goodies, but this comes with $25,000 of cash credit. Instead of $4,000 with me, you get it for $24.99, $2,499 today. Now all you got to do is Zelle. All right, literally go to a Chase Bank or wire the money right away. Now you're stuck with me, and if you do it, don't be surprised if I call you right after I receive the money from you. I want to make sure we do a blueprint. By the way, we don't want to screw this up anymore. You give me referrals, I'll build you up to 10,000 more credit too. Ultimate goal. Or you could be watching me on Google, Facebook, and YouTube. But if you're missing the PowerPoint in front of me, please, please, please go to RaysWebinar.com, get the full overview, and never bring the pain home. The thing that scares me more than anything in this world is I can't tell enough people before I die again, because the next time is probably permanently. I'm praying for 50 more years, but you never know that too. You see, this is what I heard at 7.5. I heard basically flat out, it's not legal advice, it's chapter 18. Can you read it with me today? It says a corporation is a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Now, I want you to understand something. Right in front of you, okay? The state, the city, everything you do. All right, you got to start asking some more questions. The United States of America Incorporated set up their line of defense called 50 states. Every state's a corporation. Why didn't you set up your line of defense with you? What's wrong? I don't get this. Every state set up their line of defense too, called cities. Every city's a corporation. And because they're so smart and set up the rules and tools, they plan if someone wrong too. Like I told you in the beginning today, they have a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. It's public record, check it out. They're allowed to bankrupt the city, wipe out the debt, stay in business today. You have the ability because you are we the people. It's your constitutional right, by the way. Nixon took the gold standard out. All right, they've been printing money 24/7. You and me, we got an SSN to get a 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. Mama delivered a baby this morning. Do you know what they handed her within 3 hours or less? They handed her an SSN form for the baby. Baby's not getting a job because they bond the baby up to $35 million apiece and print some more money. Mama don't sign that form, baby is going in the stroller, ain't going in the car seat, can't go home. Ultimate goal is you got to learn how to play the game. Stop bringing the pain home, please. Remember, today it's simple. Rich and famous people don't bring the pain home. Cities don't. And don't forget that those banks and grocery stores in your city today, some they bankrupt, some they kept open, they played the game. It's your turn to play too. Now on Saturday, I got up to 9 classes live. One of my classes I do at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time is a status update. You see, I want to tell you if you have to do 2 things to do it and how to follow through. Because I want to build you as much as you want me to. Ultimate goal, we got to look at Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney, the loophole king. Debt offsets taxes. They don't want to pay tax on $1 billion. And what have they had to do? All they had to do is write an IOU. If Mickey can play the game, so can you. Don't you understand? You only have 10 creditors to play with anyway. That's all there really is too. So I know you're going to see some websites, so you don't need to guarantee. Sorry to say, that's kind of BS. You're also going to see those trade line crap. Look up the Fair Lending Act about trade lines, please. I don't want you to do fraud. So let's understand, in the beginning, I'm going to get you cash credit. I can get you 8 cards per division. I can get you 9 lines of cash credit. Then we decide to get, all right, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, and gas cards too. You still got to be the qualified CFO. That's just the truth. And look up the Fair Lending Act about those trade lines, please. Don't break the rules. Ultimate goal, remember, Amazon paid 0 tax. You pay more tax than they do because you're not playing the game. Okay. Rebuilding your credit, wrap and rescore, $1,000 card back to you. If you want articles also tax ID for free, set up in level 1, no problem. I always give you half price on our webinar at $4.99. By the way, office sales are for $9.98. Ultimate goal is up to you. Starter package for $1 million, we give you $10,000 of credit. Instead of $2,000, it's $999 for you. Ultimate goal, millionaire in the making, comes at $25,000 of credit for $2,499. You got to decide what you want to commit to, and you get stuck with me no matter what you do anyway. Remember, Zelle, deposit, or wire expedites you within 90 working days too. There's a Zelle, there's a Chase. All you got to do is step up and make a commitment, and I give you a money back guarantee too. Mr. Buffett uses borrowed money because it's borrowed money is not taxable. He buys businesses with borrowed money. He'll transfer some stock a little here and there too. He's rolling the dice. It's your turn. You want to play? You can play the game too. Now remember something today. My dashboards as an affiliate, they always say warning, warning, authorized users, crap. Trade lines are crap too. You still got to be a qualified CFO. I got to rebuild you. Look up the Fair Lending Act. It'll tell you the truth. Ultimate goal specialty classes. Saturday morning you got goal setting in the morning, and then you got basically stock hit in the afternoon. If you go to goal setting, it's 2 hours, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by the way. From there, stock kit. All right, you know what happens on the stock kit class? We're going to go through every page and make sure you don't screw it up anymore. It's the Bible of the corporation. By the way, here it is. Stock kit is $299. If you Zelle during this live webinar, you get the goal setting for free, and I add $5,000 of cash credit to you or your corporation if you Zelle. Now if you do it afterwards, it's more, and you don't get the bonus credit at all. I'm trying to raise some money today. There's the Zelle. Now all you got to do. And from there, I'm the guy that invented daisy chaining credit 33 years ago, turning every corporate card into 99 more. The only reason we do it to the corporate credit, we get to write off the interest rate and the card and the line of credit too. Now here's what I want you to do. Please write this down. If your corporation does business and it gets credit, when they pierce the veil, if they do, they're going to sue you and come after you. I suggest you get credit, don't do business as a corporation. Let it create the line of defense. Let the divisions become the ducks. You should have a management company like every rich and famous people do. We're going to pull a Donald Trump, a Wells Fargo, a Citi, and rich and famous people too. They all played the 3-step. All they had to do is disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Couldn't save a piece. They banked with that piece. They kept the other pieces, but they never brought the pain where? Home ever again. The ability to listen and learn. I pray these are on today. When you bought a house, all right, did you use Ray's rules, escrow, close, homestead, and put it in a trust? Ultimate goal, if it's not in a trust, someone sues you, they're going to take it away. If you die in probate, all right, if you die and you get into probate, your family got diddly squat. Please listen today. It's like when you buy a piece of property or two and fix it up. Remember, I told you to plan the problem. You're going to hire a contractor that hires a subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers, but what if they slip and fall and they basically, cut corners and sue you, and they take everything you got? Why don't you think about quickly deeding properties you ever get? It's up to you. To a division, it costs about $12. Do an assignment of equity too. Like I told you earlier, you got to protect your assets. You see, this time if they sue you, they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? I'd pick an irrevocable trust if I was you, but that's up to you too. Some of you are playing peekaboo with the IRS, making a mess. You know, I don't want to pay tax. Excuse me. The IRS is the rule book. Rule book. So let's understand something flat out. All right? You can't play with them. If you play by the rules, you get to win. If you kind of screwed up before, go to irs.gov. Download a form called 656-433A and B. Ultimate goal. All right, get your COVID-19 check, get your butt back in the system today. Ultimate goal is up to you. I want you to do what I do, please. Don't use your money, all right, literally to basically fix up the property. Set up the divisions. Okay, set them up, please. Save up to 70%. Let's understand something. I don't want you to pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. Ultimate goal, fix up the property, pay off the debt, have $200,000 left over. What are you going to do next? Don't act like you're rich, because you're not. See, some people get $10,000 to $100,000 in the past and they kind of piss it away. Can you write down and raise rules today? Leveraging money. Borrow money's not what? Taxable? Can you set up the line of defense too? See it, believe it, go get it? Now understand. Alright, I'm the most factually verified person on the planet today. There's my building before my coma. It was only 22,000 square feet. Irvine Spectrum 2. The bank was at the location almost every day going, Banks always kiss your ass. That's when you got money. When you don't have a pot to piss in, they don't know your name. You might just want to take and understand, banks borrow from the Fed times 10, loan back 5 to you. That money out of that escrow, I would have turned it up to $3 million of borrowed money called leveraging, raise rules. Then we go get a McDonald's today. You see, that's what you get to do. The only card that you have to realize today that can get past 29% is a gold and a platinum. I want you to understand this. The parent company gets a card, and we get 9 sisters too. How much credit would you like to get? I can build you up to $1 million right away. See, it's kind of like me. I wanted to prove, and I always test myself all the time to see if I was as smart as I think I was. I wanted my first Rolex for free. I set up a division for jewelry. I got the watch overnight at wholesale price. I don't have to pay for 30 days. I put a loan on a watch I did not own. Paid the invoice when it came in. The extra money I put in the bank on the watch I did not own. At the end of the day, I got it for free. If you want to play, we got to play to win. Mrs. Fishborn, she's my client. So is her son, Lawrence. And Mr. Clinton, too. Like I said, I have 2019 rich and famous people that I used to do the incorporations for. God rest Michael's soul. Cook and Vane, Coster, Arnold, too. How about a college professor at Bayou University, too? Alright, guy on TV and the news. Oh, I got a Raise 360 program for my homeless people, because I used to be one of them too. I took Glenn off the street. He lived in his car for 3 years. New house, new car, and business doing millions of dollars a year. And our credit rebuilding program get credit too. Ultimate goal, Giovanni, he works for Pixar. $1.6 million in 9 months. Little Karen, 6 properties in Long Beach. From there, she's on TV every day. I got her $1.2 million in 9 months. Military kind of screwed up. Got a bankruptcy too. Still got him $100,000 of credit. Now my prison program, it speaks for itself too. This is Ricky Ross, free rate Ricky Ross from my neighborhood. 20 years in prison, came out, didn't know a damn thing about credit. I had to teach him a thing or two and got him a gold and a platinum card too. Now Thomas was in prison for 26 years. When he came out, alright, he says, Ray, everybody's screwing me over. Can you help me, please? I got his son $60,000 of credit. He was only 18. I got Thomas in dump trucks. Alright, he's doing millions of dollars a year. You see, you got to beat your doubt. You got to run your race too. I'd like to hold your hand the rest of my life if you'd allow me to. So if I take a card, and I take $50,000 off a corporate card, it gets right off the card and interest rate too. I loan 5 people, $10,000 apiece. I put a second on their house, a homestead blocker, and a UCC one with the chattel mortgage. I just created $2,449 a month off that credit card after it's paid. Oh, you need $4,800? How about $7,347? Ultimate goal, I can help you get your credit cards, corporations, and turn it into cash flow too. Now, I can't show you anything I didn't obtain myself. That would be a lie. Alright, I'll show you some mansions, helicopters, and yachts. Gotta get you past go. Oh, goal, God's gift, one of my mansions before the coma. See, I park my race boat and my yachts in my backyard. Where you park yours again? From there, helicopter, Lamborghini, and building too. Now, I'd like you to change your driver's license today, but that's up to you. You wrote a check the other day. You gave me a driver's license, and the next day your house got robbed. Don't you know the world's going crazy today? Why don't you use a P.O. box or a mailing address too? Protect your ass. Pets. Raise rule, never bring the pain home again. But that's up to you. You got the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. Ultimate goal, you bought a car. You let someone sweat you for hours on end. You lost $5,000 up to 9 inquiries too. When they handed you that piece of paper, it says we're going to run your credit. You should have wrote down next to your signature. It allows 1 inquiry. You should have took a picture. Yeah. You're going to learn to master Ray's rules. Alright? I want you in my workshops for 90 days. I want you to stop bringing the pain home. I want you to write down tax ID and division. Tax ID division. I'm sorry, you've been screwing up since day one, because why? I don't know. But I know I can rebuild you to $1 million. Cover your ass, Eds. I just covered mine right in front of you. Ultimate goal, when you drive your car to the bank or the grocery store today, and you accidentally bump a little car, a little bumpity bump, that person's going to act like they got whiplash. They're going to die. Then they're going to ask you driver's license, insurance, registration, please. Then your heart's going to fall to your chest. Then you're going to go, I wish I would have listened to Ray. I hear that almost every day. I want you to think about the driver's license address, please. You're paying the insurance out of that paycheck. A corporation could pay for it before you do. You even tell your employer to pay the corporation versus you. And by the way, you're the registered owner of that car you drive today. Sorry to say, they're going to call them those bloodsucker attorneys on TV. They're going to sue you. They're going to take everything you got because you didn't register it to a division of a corporation. Why didn't you do that? Oh, I know. Everybody tells me, and no one told me to. You think someone told me to do all this? You think I learned this from anything? I've read so many books. I put blueprints together since I was a little boy. Okay, I wish somebody would have gave this to me like I'm trying to give to you. Would have been nice, because if you're the registered owners of the division, if they try to sue you at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? You got to learn to cover your ass. This here is a division of a corporation, Fleet Price. The greatest gift of buying a car the way I tell you to, and you learn that in level 1 and setup and more, is it doesn't show up on your credit reports. 2 of you have a repossession on the car, and it's on you. Now you're a duck. You better be careful. They're going to give you a 1099-C too. You see, you should do it my way. I want to repackage your whole life the right way. Look for the grocery store and the bank today in your city. And when you see some open and close, you go, Ray's telling me the truth. It will set you free. Now, I can show you millions and billions of dollars. That's easy for me to do. I want to build your dream corporation. I want you in my workshop all Saturday. From 7 a.m. through the day, I want to change your life and give you the knowledge you need here. Ultimate goal, remember, those 4 boxes out of high school, you would have never brought the pain home. You would have set up the line of defense the way I wrote it in 86. So don't bring the pain home again, please. What are you willing to lose? A division, nothing else. I don't even want to lose that too. A division's an opportunity to roll the dice and win. Tax ID. I like tax ID. So when I wrote the rules, it's pretty simple. Let's get you a card for the corporation. Let's get 9 sisters too. How much credit would you like today? That'll be up to you. See, are you willing to make a commitment? Are you willing to make sure I hold your hand? Are you willing to play with me for 90 days while I rebuild your life too? Ultimate goal, what are you willing to lose? All I know is people hurt their families all the time. No more. From their corporation? No. Corporations should never do business. It should be a management company owning businesses like rich and famous people do. Bottom line, a division? Hell, they're cheap. And if I'm going to lose anything, it'll be a damn division, so I'll get another one too. I don't bring that pan home again. Why don't you start doing the same thing too? Ultimate goal? This is the first day of the month. That means we just started our 2nd quarter. Today's the 1st. My wife asked me on July 3rd, 2009, honey, can we go to the corporate house? All right, can we go to the Huntington Beach house and take out the yacht to watch the fireworks? No problem. Let me go fill it up. $1,600. I wrote off the interest rate and the car and the yacht too. By the way, you're allowed to as well. So the bottom line is I got to die the next day. It kind of sucks. But guess what I got to do? I asked God to let me go back to help my family that day. Even though I got to go back and be homeless again because that person stole my life. So guess what? Octa did tank 5 weeks. 820 score. Following week, I popped a $1 million card again. I have my 5 closet divisions, by the way. You're going to have to learn that in a thing or two. That's why it's set up in level 1 or 4 too. God's using me to help you today. Are these turned on so you're paying attention, writing things down too? See, God's delays are not God's denials. You got a choice. You can understand and you can play. This is a Lamborghini and a building, both say in the Reynolds University. I've been told no a billion times by a bunch of dummies. I bet you have too. Reach the dream. Think and be the impossible. Use Ray's rules. I've been doing it all my life too. Ultimate goal, give me 90 days. Your dream is now. Make a commitment today. Maybe you can help me go nationwide too. Maybe you know somebody. Since Oprah didn't tell the truth when she said I'll be on her last show for me, oh well, I guess she forgot me too. Motivation, I think it's great. I listen to it every day. But I think they're missing the rules and the tools how to play. All they knew how to do is go blah, blah, blah some more. Maybe they should connect to raisecredit.com. Let's talk about your goal and your dream. How about I hand you $100,000 of credit? How would I make sure you use 29% called safety credit? Let's get you a corporation in divisions. Up to $1 million of credit. Ultimate goal, stop being stuck, please. Let's think, what's next for you? This Saturday, I want you to spend the whole time with me. Alright, if you can't this Saturday, get committed today. And these workshops are every Saturday for the next 90 days anyway. No more excuses. Bottom line is make a commitment to yourself. And I'll make a commitment to you too. Ultimate goal, we got to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account. You see, today I'm trying to raise $8,300 for some people today. So I'm giving you all kinds of bonuses as well. Last day to help me, help them, help you. Ultimate goal is going to be up to you to follow through too. Remember, the extra cash credit I give today is only good during the webinar. That allows you to understand building that wealth under step level 1, the book and CD, foundation forms, stock kit. Got a class on that Saturday at 2:30 in the afternoon. Resolutions and goal setting. It's called Step by Step for you. Ultimate goal, building more because you want to do asset protection overview. You want to set up the right credit reports the right way and the techniques and the applications in multiple corporations too. You need the blueprint, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you've been looking for all your life. Reaching the finish line. Non-profit offsetting taxes too. So keep in mind today, the books and CDs, the office sells it for $9.99. I'm giving you half price today, $4.99. And if you did it during the webinar, I'm going to build you another $5,000 of cash credit for you or the corporation. But if you don't do it now, you miss the opportunity. That's on you. There's a Zelle information, by the way. All you got to do is send the money right away. Credit rebuilding? That's the truth. Rapid rescore? $1,000 card back to you as a bonus? Cash card? If you don't want the articles, that's okay. They're free. Office does tax ID, set up level 1, 2. Every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. You see, today on the webinar, you get half price at $4.99. And the office normally sells at $9.98. But again, that's something if you Zelled right away. Starter package for a millionaire, $10,000 of cash credit. By the way, you're going to get $9.99. You get all the goodies too. So for $999, you're getting $10,000 credit in 90 days with me too. Oh, the millionaire in the making, $25,000 of cash credit. And they give you half price today of $2,499. And you're stuck with me for 90 days too while I do the work for you. Zelle, make a deposit at Chase or make a wire too. We're going to work our tails off to get it done in 90 days, working days or less. There's a Zelle. There's a Chase. You can take a picture if you want to. It's up to you. All I know is the 14th Amendment turned corporations into people. The United States of America Incorporated, they have their 50 states. They're all corporations. The states have their cities. They set up their line of defense too. Why haven't you? Your ability to do this too. Never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it into a trust. Corporation should always have up to $1 million of credit. Divisions are cheap. You can set up one for every piece of property you get, every franchise, your current business. If you do this setup, the line of defense, do you believe it, go get it the way I'm going to tell you to do, or let me do it for you. It's called Ray's Rules. Ultimate goal is up to you. Like I said in the beginning, please plan the problem, because we've all been knocked down before. You might want to have your 5 closet divisions. From there, safety credit. Line of defense, see it, believe it, go get it. Don't forget the sticky in the back of the card. Never bring that pain home again. You never had to in the first place. Ultimate goal, every division, just like a bank and a grocery store, will have a branch number. You see, when people talk about the American dream, I always ask, are you giving me rules and tools and the money? Or are you just going to go blah, blah, blah and have some Tony Baloney stuff? Bottom line is, that doesn't put food on the table. Blah, blah, blah. It takes the money. So today, you got to receive money every month, pay your bills, drive a company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time. You got to set up the line of defense. Raise rules 1,000, it's $1 million company. 20,000 is billion. Last and final chance. $4.99, 1,000 card back to you. You start with me on Saturday. All right, this week, if you want to. Starter package, $10,999 to you. Simple. Millionaire in the making, $2,499 today. You get $25,000 corporate credit built for you. Zelle, wire, deposit. That's all you got to do. I even give you back a money back guarantee. I don't have an excuse, but neither do you now. Stay safe, stay strong. If you're wondering what's next to come, let it be you and me. Let's always remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day. Give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen for that. If I can do this, you can do this too. I've been through so much in my life to give me the experience to help you. Now, if you want, you can call the office at 800-510-3338. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do the Zelle on your own. Very simple, and I'll honor anything I offer today. After that, call the office at 800-510-3338. Ultimate goal, you should be spending the whole day with me on Saturday. All right, we can actually make sure we change your life right away. Remember, I've got to do my best while God does the rest. And never forget, God loves us all.